This life I built ain't got nothing to do with no president, nothing with no mayor, nothing with no governor. This had everything to do with grind and hustle and understanding. I don't want to be that way for the rest of my life. And if there's anybody on here who believe in your mind that where you are in life got anything to do with a person that's sitting in a position of authority that's gonna change your life, it ain't gonna happen. And you're going to sit right there and you're going to keep on thinking these folks is coming to save you based on who you finna vote for and who the city council is in your city ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I realize if I don't get up and grind and take care of it myself, take care of my home, take care of my kids and do something to put me in a position to take care of my family, I ain't going to never have it. And you know what helped me see that? Looking in the mirror and realizing who I come from. Because the people I come from never looked in the mirror and realized that if I don't get up off of my tail, I'm going to always have to tell my child. I'm going to always have to tell my nephew. I'm going to always have to, that I can't do it right now. I can't afford it. I got to wait till I get paid. Or I'm going to always be around people who having conversations and they don't want us to have this. They don't want us to have that. The white man this, the white man that. I'm going to tell you something. Listen to me. True enough, some of that stuff can be systematically true. Systematically, a lot of things were put in place that could stop a lot of people, our people, to get us to a place of where we want to go. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm one of them people who say, regardless of what they sign, regardless of what they program, regardless of what they want me to believe, regardless of what I've been through, regardless of me being in juvie, regardless of me being in jail, regardless of me going to prison, regardless of me not having a daddy, regardless of me not getting to having a parent in my life to show me, I ain't finna have no excuses. Because at this point, what I done realize is if I don't make the choice to make this life better, that's my life, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be the next generation of a complainer. I'm gonna be the next generation of excuses. I'm gonna be the next generation of brokenness. I'm gonna be the next generation of I ain't got it. I can't afford it. I'm tired of going to work. My back hurt. Quit asking me. I'm going to be the next bitter, broken, angry black man. It ain't going to happen over here. And ain't nobody going to try to convince me. And you ain't going to come around and convince me that they systematically programmed it to the point of where I can't make up my own mind to get out here and have it. When I came home after doing 10 years, I sit in that cell and I used to think I was missing out on so much. The only thing I missed was raising my child. I used to sit around and think I was missing out on so much fun, so much opportunity, only to get out and to see that them same people that I was missing and thought was moving forward was more behind than I was. It didn't take me 6 months for me to exceed everybody who had the pleasures and the freedom for the 10 years. I understand why when illegal immigrants come over here and take advantage of the spoils of America and take off and we sit back and we like, dang, because a lot of people, it's your mindset. You watch illegal immigrants that you jealous of or you mad at or you confused about, but what you never talk about is they work ethic when they come over here. When they come over here, their work ethic is outdoing you. So why is it that you believe that they came over here and that they built what they built? Now, true enough, they don't pay taxes and they got a lot of advantages, but you had it for 20 years. You had the opportunity for 20 years. You never saved your money. You never budgeted your money. You went out of town when you couldn't afford to go. You went out to eat when you couldn't afford, when you really couldn't afford it. You went and bought them material. You went and bought them clothes when you couldn't afford it. But then you sitting around and you waiting for taxes to come around in February so you could get your $35 little $100 check, or ask your homegirl, can you claim one of them 6 kids you got that she got 3 baby daddies, and you want to use that money, and then by May you already broke again, and then you want to sit back and blame the government? It's your mindset. It's where you at, and it's where you gonna continue to be. And that because at the end of the day, that's what you want. And then a lot of y'all, you want somebody to give it to you. That was another thing I realized when I was sitting in prison. I felt like my uncle got the bag, right? I'm calling home. I'm wondering why my uncle won't get me a lawyer. It ain't gonna hurt you none. He worked for that. He built that. That's his money. He can spend it how he choose to spend it. Do what he want to do with it when he want to do with it. And I told myself, I said, I'm going to put myself in that position right there. I said, and ain't nobody going to treat me like they entitled to what I built, what I worked for. It's mine. I went and got it. I got out in 2007, May the 23rd. Listen to me. By June the 23rd, I already had $5,000. I remember sitting down with one of my cousins. Man, let me hope. Man, you've been home for 10 years, bro. You've been home for 10 years. How you asking me for it? That I realized, I said, no, I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to get this bread because it's out here. Ain't no excuse for it. If you want to keep going to that job and keep complaining about it, you do that. But don't keep coming up. Don't come over here talking to me with them excuses. I'm not going to hear it. It's going to go in one ear and out the other. I watched my mama work on a factory for 25, 30 years. And listen to me. It ain't nothing my mama can tell me. I love her to death. I'm not saying that in disrespect. I'm saying, but when it comes to what I'm going to get out here and do, don't you tell me go to work. Don't you say, oh, go to school, and then when you get out of school, go get you a good job. It didn't work for you. You still ain't got nothing to this day. And I can speak that about the majority of people that I know in my life. How is it that you at this big old age, I don't care who it is, you can say it's because now the man is the head of the family. Let me tell you something about accountability and responsibility in this world too. The man is the head. True enough, systematically, a lot of things was done that put a lot of us behind. True enough. But I'm going to tell you something. You ain't going to tell me that it ain't an example of a woman out here who had the same hand dealt as you did, who had the same circumstances, and what they did, they chose to get up off their tail and do something that they probably wasn't even designed to do. They took them out of their most feminine state, and they had to go and work and break their back and do what they had to do. Some of them worked 2 jobs. What they chose, or what they did over you, was have a mindset, and they went out here and they built a life for themselves. Same thing with black men. It's too many black men with too many excuses. You ain't have a dad. I didn't either. I used that excuse as long as I could use it, and I finally got to the point now I understood. Me having a daddy at this age ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's got something to do with me choosing. Okay, I didn't have a daddy, and when I say I didn't have a daddy, I can say everything I missed out on, everything that I lacked, what I would have did different, wouldn't do to my kids. So not only did I acknowledge it, I also understand what change I need to make so I don't fall into the same circumstances. But it's too many people with too many excuses who will say, well, I didn't have this and I didn't have that. And then after they say that, this they main go-to right here. You wouldn't understand. Who? How you saying I don't understand? I lived it. I seen it. I embodied it. I believed it. I was programmed just as well as you. I had the blinders on my eyes just like you. I come from a similar family with a similar mindset just like yours. I was molested. It happened in my family just like it happened in yours. I seen it just like you seen it. I went to sleep one day, woke up and said, no more. Ain't no more. I'm finna start saying no. I'm finna start disagreeing with your ideology. I'm finna start unlearning what it is that you done pushed on me all these years. I ain't finna sit up here and listen to you gossip because it ain't never got you nowhere. You know everything that's going on in the neighborhood. Who's screwing who. You the first person want to call everybody when you hear about somebody that passed away. It's the same. I said, ain't no way I'm going to have that mindset. I said, I'm going to get up every morning and I'm going to think about how I'm going to make a way. And the minute I get tired of doing that, it ain't going to break me to the point of where I'm going to say, I'm going to keep doing it. But even though I'm unhappy, I'm going to evolve. And I'm gonna step it up a whole nother notch, and I'm gonna do something else. And most people, you will go to your job when you sick of it and never get to a place of where you saying, I'm sick of this job. I know it's something else I can do. We are in the most information generation ever known to mankind. You can go to YouTube University, TikTok University. You can learn whatever you want to learn, side hustles. It's all on the internet. You never say, you know what, I'm sick of this job. I'm gonna work the next 6 months. How much is my bills? This how much my car note is. This how much my insurance. This how much my rent is. This how much I normally pay. This how much it is. This how much I can save. But then I want you to go back and say, this how much I spend on fast food. This how much I spend on smoking. This how much I spend on drinking. This how much I spend when I'm giving money away. Please get you a chart and look at where your miscellaneous money is going. And then you take where all that miscellaneous money is going and you take it and you say, all that miscellaneous money, that's about $600-700 a month. That right there, I'm finna to stop that. That's over with. And then you say that for them 6 months while you study what it is that you want to do. And then when you step into it, just like you was praying to get that promotion, you was praying to get you some extra money. I need you to pray about that business that you scared to step out on because you good with being comfortable. You afraid of the unfamiliar. You've been taught and programmed that job is the only thing that can feed you and provide for your children because you're afraid to challenge yourself and get out here and do something with your life. I wasn't going to do that. You know how many people told me, just stay on that job, stay on that. Who? I'm not finna stay on that job. I'm finna go out here and make something of my life. And if that don't work, listen to me, that job will always be there. That's what you need to understand. It's factories everywhere. It's temp services everywhere. You can go get a job at any given time. You can take the risk right now. If you got the money saved, go try to start you a business. If it don't work, I promise you that job will take you back because they gonna need you. Listen to me. Hold on. I promise you that job gonna take you back. I promise you that job will be there. I promise you. I promise you, man. You get to a point, man. You get to a point in your life where you're tired of excuses. You get to a point I'm at a point in my life. Listen, I don't use excuses, and I ain't cool with people who make excuses. I hate sitting around somebody at this big old age that got a whole bunch of excuses. I understand ain't nobody perfect. Now, I understand that some people ain't, you know what I'm saying, got their life, you know what I'm saying, where they wanted to be, and they want to get there. Don't think I don't understand that, because I do. I ain't got so far away from understanding. I haven't. But here's the point. The minute you acknowledge it, the minute that solution comes, you need to understand that discipline is going to be hard because you have trained your body. You have trained your flesh. You have trained your mind to just doing a certain thing for all of these years. You don't have an excuse. I can't give you the benefit of the doubt because I done it. I robbed all my life, stole all my life, sold dope all my life, got over all my life. That was all I knew. But the minute I said, that's got to stop, I got to figure out another way to do this. I found another way to do it. Even when it come to, I've never seen genuine love. Never seen a real relationship. People getting cheated on, people getting abused emotionally, physically. I seen it all my life. I said, that won't be me. Ain't no way I'm going to be a black man who's seen black men treat their women the way they treated the women and then want to blame her for losing her mind or becoming who she's become, nagging, bitter, angry, loud. I ain't gonna be that man. So what I need to do that? What I need to do to change that? If I'm acknowledging, that's all I seen. If I'm acknowledging as a black man, that's all I seen, and I realize, how do I change? It's on me. I realize it can't nobody teach it to me. I get in prayer. This will teach you. This will teach you right here. This will teach you. Go to Corinthians. Listen. Go to Corinthians. You saying ain't nobody taught you? Go to Corinthians. Hold on, I'll give it to you. Let me take your excuse away while I got you right here. I'm gonna show you it'll teach you. Hold on. Here you go. You say Corinthians 13, exactly where we're going. You saying ain't nobody taught you, right? How many times you need to hear it? Because how many other times you need to hear it, you could read it. You can read it that many times. You can read it that many times until it's in your system. Listen, it say love suffers long. It say love suffers long, it's kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. Love does not behave rudely. Love does not seek its own. It's not provoked into evil. It says, nor does it rejoice in iniquity. It said, but it rejoices in the truth. It said it bears all things, believes all things, endures all things. Love never fails, and we could go on and on and on. You say you need a teacher. There it is right there. Listen to me. There it is right there. You say you ain't never been taught it. There it is. Just change your mind and how you seeing it. It said, don't be conformed by this word, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It means to form new ideas. You say you've never seen genuine love, never been taught it, don't know how to do it. But look, there you go right there. It said love bears all things, believes all things. Quit self-sabotaging your relationships and thinking that people doing you the way that you've been done all your life. Matter of fact, quit going around the same, quit stepping out of turmoil, quit stepping out of the soil that was corrupted and stepping right back into the same turmoil. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Listen to me, it says love is not puffed up. It don't parade itself. Quit trying to love on people that's constantly throwing in your face what they done did for you, constantly breaking you down. And you quit doing the same. You say you never done it. Quit throwing around what you done for these people every time it's right there. You want to go learn it? It's right there. It's right there. That's what I'm gonna stand on that every single time. I'm sick of people's excuses, especially when it come to my people, man. I'm a prime example. I ain't benefit of the doubt. It's out the window. It's out the window. And quit saying you're gonna try, because try is an honest lie. You either gonna do it or you not. And if you're not gonna do it, then make sure you tell them people that you gonna keep trying to be man enough or woman enough to tell them people I ain't changing no time soon. So if you choose to say, get them folks the option. Get them folks the option. Because you playing these reindeer games out here. Folks out here playing these cocaine games. I ain't gonna play with you. I promise I ain't. I got one life to live, man. I got one life to live. And I'm gonna say this, I'm finna roll. I got one life to live. And if I was on my deathbed and I had 5 minutes left, I will not sit there or lay there in regret saying what I should have did, how I should have done it, how I should have lived, places I should have went. I will not sit there and take what I should have done to my grave. I'm going to tell you, and I tell my cousin this before. I told my cousin, I said, when I die, I'm going to die empty. Point blank, period. If I had plans for tomorrow, that'll be the only thing I didn't get to do. But the word I already tell you, don't even plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow got its own worries. As of right now, though, everything behind me, oh, I done it. Oh, I went. Oh, I said it. Oh, I forgave him. Oh, I hugged him. I told him I loved him. I was there for him. I did it the way I wanted to do it. I explained it. I'm gonna go, listen to me, I'm gonna go empty. And if anybody get in the way of that, rebuke you. Get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind me. Because what you ain't gonna do is get in the way of the will of the Most High. It's too many of us as believers who don't let people get in the way of his will. And that's where the bitterness hit. That's where the anger hit. That's where the resentment hit. That's when you start isolating yourself. That's when that anxiety sink in. That's when that depression sink in. It's because there ain't no liberty in your presence. It ain't no liberty in your atmosphere. It ain't no liberty in your environment. It's because you done let people compress and push down what it is he done tried to release in you. He said, my burden is easy and my yoke is light. You done picked up burdens from people who don't understand the calling of your life. You done let people step into your life and put yokes on to you instead of giving it to him. What done happened is, he said, where the spirit of the Most High is, there is liberty. How is it that you feel so restricted, so hesitant to do things because you feel like somebody's got mind control over you, and then it's no liberty there. It's no liberty there. If you saying you believe in him, you need to be free. You need to be free. And I ain't saying do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. But in that freedom of within his will, you don't let people get in the way of his will. And you done stopped, and the enemy cool with it. The enemy cool with you not speaking your testimony and being who he called you to be. As long as you stand in that abusive friendship or relationship or stand at that job that will allow you the freedom to be who he called you to be. He cool with that. That's a process. Please don't get it twisted. It was a process for me. It was a process for me. Hold on. Why did it say that? I don't know what that is. I thought it'd stop my live. But look, I'm finna get off here because I don't even trust. I gotta put this on YouTube. If you ain't got me on YouTube, go to my YouTube. My YouTube, Joe Baker. I gotta put this on YouTube before they knock my live. I just got a feeling I ain't gonna be able to save this video, and I got to save this video. I got to save this video. If you ain't on my YouTube, go to my YouTube, Joe Baker. Man, it's been a blessing. Y'all be cool. How y'all be cool? If y'all took something from this, man, if you want to send me something, my Cash App is OKSOBOOM1. That's OKSOBOOM1. Y'all be blessed, man. Y'all hold down. Y'all be cool. How y'all be cool?